Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the NBA 2025 standings week 14. Well, the last week was played the week 14 on NBA 2025-2026 season, and today will start the week 14. So, for that reason, I'm recording this video where I'm going to talk about how are the NBA standings through our 14 weeks of games. So let's start with the Eastern Conference. For 11 straight week, the Detroit Pistons are leading the conference with the best record in the conference and the second best record in the league. Where in this moment they have a 13-11 record. They have been playing a very great basketball level. Where in the last 10 games played, they have a 2 record. In this moment, they have an easy lead against the pardon, against the Boston Celtics that in this moment are in the second place. They have a 28-17 record. This is a back-to-back, a back-to-back weeks that the Boston Celtics are in the second place. Remember that it looked like that this was going to be a revolving year, but the Boston Celtics in this moment, it looked like that they're going to compete, sorry, to win the championship. In the third place are the Toronto Raptors, that they have 4 consecutive victories, and for that reason they went up to the third place. And in the fourth place are the New York Knicks, that remember that the last week they were in the third place, and 2 weeks ago they were in the second place. So they have gone down to position since 2 weeks ago. And in the fifth place are the Cleveland Cavaliers with 3 consecutive victories. So you can see here that from the second place, the Boston Celtics, to the fifth place, the Cleveland Cavaliers, there is only 2 game difference. So this is very interesting because these 4 teams are fighting to get the second place. Are in the sixth place are the Philadelphia 76ers with a 24-20 record. They have a 5-5 record in the last 10 games played. About the Orlando Magic, about the Miami Heat are in the 7th place. In the 8th place are the Orlando Magic. In the 9th place are the Chicago Bulls. And in the 10th place are the Atlanta Hawks. You can see here that from the 6th place, the 76ers, to the 10th place, the Atlanta Hawks, there is a 3.5 game difference. So it's very interesting because in this moment the Heat, the Magic, the Bulls, and the Hawks are in the playing zone, but in this moment they are fighting against the 76ers to get the last spot in playoffs, that in this moment is in possession of the 76ers. So it's very interesting because these five teams are fighting for the last spot in the playoffs, and in this moment the teams that are in the hunt to enter to the play-in are the Bucks and the Hornets. In this moment are 2.5 games and 3.5 games below the playing zone, that in this moment is in possession of the Atlanta Hawks. So these 2 teams are the only teams that are fighting to enter to the play-in, and the rest of the team are the worst team in the conference, and they are eliminated. About the Washington Wizards, they have the worst record in the league. They have a 10-34 record, and they have a 9 consecutive losses. So a very shame of team. And in the Western Conference, in this moment the Oklahoma City Thunder are leading this conference since the beginning. They have the best record in the conference and in the league with the 37-10 record. The problem is that they have back-to-back losses, something very weird, and also something funny or something where thing about this is that the last Saturday the Thunder lost against the Indiana Pacers, one of the worst team in the league. Where remember that the last summer the Thunder defeated the Pacers in the NBA Finals, but they have an easy lead against the rest of the teams. Where in this moment the Spurs and the Nuggets are tied in the second place with a 31-15 record. You can see here that is creating that gap where the Thunders are in the first place and the Spurs and the Nuggets are fighting for the second place. In this moment, it's very interesting the next situation, because in this moment the Houston Rockets are in the 4th place. My favorite team, the Los Angeles Lakers, are in the 5th place with a 27-17 record. They have a good week, but in the last 10 games played, they have been superior. To be honest, since the middle of December, is when the Austin Reeves got injured, and since the moment he hasn't return to play to the Lakers, and for that reason the Lakers have been a struggle. In this moment they are in the fifth place in the conference. In the sixth place are the Phoenix Suns, that like the Celtics, it looks like that this was gonna to be a rebuilding year, but they in this moment they are competing and they are in the playoff zone. And the Minnesota Timberwolves in this moment are in the playing zone, and the Golden State Warriors are in the eighth place. That, remember, it was a bad week for the Warriors because in the 1 week ago they missed the Jaron Butler by a knee injury, and he is gonna to be out for the rest of the season. So let's see if they're gonna to make some trade in the NBA trade. So it's very interesting because for the fourth place the Rockets to the eighth place the Warriors, there is only a 3 game difference. So it's very interesting because these two five teams are fighting together the last 3 spots to the playoffs, that in this moment are in possession of the Rockets, Lakers, and Suns. So it's very interesting because if the Rockets, Lakers, and Suns have a bad week and the Timberwolves and Warriors have a great week, the Timberwolves and Warriors can be in the playoff zone, and the Rockets, Lakers, and Suns can be in the playing zone in the end of the week. It's very interesting. And in this moment the Trailblazers and the Clippers are the last two teams that are in the playing zone. So it's very interesting. In this moment the teams that are in the hunt to enter to the play-in are the Grizzlies and the Mavericks, but in this moment they are 2 games and 2.5 games below the Clippers respectively. So it's very interesting. And the rest of the teams in this moment, the Jazz, the Kings, and the Pelicans are the worst team in the conference and they are eliminated. So it's very interesting, this situation. Let's see what is going to happen. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion you can write me in any social media platform. So see you in the next video. Gibran.